Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your love forecast for the month of September 2023. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future energies when it comes to your romantic love life. So, this reading is specifically for romantic love. So, I'm going to get started. Let's take a look at what are the energies that have receded from your life recently when it comes to love, what's coming in. And stick with me till the end. I'll be pulling a few oracle cards as guidance and advice from your spirit team. And if this video connects with you, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. That way you can be notified every time I upload new content, new videos. All right, let's see. Show me what are the energies that have receded from Capricorn's life when it comes to love. 3 cards, please. Okay, we've got 8 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. I'll pull one more. The 9 of Swords. Ouch, Capricorn. What's been going on? I think some of you have been feeling really stressed and anxious about love. This could be in a particular connection, a particular relationship, about a specific person that you're with. Something seems to be off balance in a connection that you're currently in or were recently part of. Let's see what Eight of Pentacles. Something was either you were putting in too much effort, too much work, like it feels like it needed a lot of work, and that made you feel a bit stressed out and anxious because it lacked an equal give and take, perhaps. Or some of you could have had some communication concerning the lack of balance in this connection that left you feeling very anxious. This could be you, this could be your person. So take the messages as they apply to your specific situation, as this is a general reading. I don't know, Capricorn. I just feel like, given the kind of sign that you are and how you are in love and partnerships and just, I think, relationships in general, you're very fair. Like you're very, and you're like a sign that has a lot of resilience. You're ruled by Saturn. You like structure. You like stability. You're not somebody who's gonna rock the boat, just because you felt like doing it. Like you prefer to be able to predict how things are going to go, and therefore signs that kind of like that kind of stability, or I think even fixed signs have this sort of nature or preference for, being able to predict how things are going to pan out. And therefore, stability and structure works really well for the sign of Capricorn. And especially, I would say, in partnerships, be that at work or in romantic relationships. But I think what ends up happening sometimes with signs like yourself is that when this starts to get questioned, this equal give and take, because I have a I have an intuitive feeling that maybe you have been giving quite a bit to something, um, and the balance is off. And I think now it's starting to bother you. I think you're starting to examine it. You're starting to think about it, because I think a Capricorn for the longest time will probably just continue to, go with the flow and see how things pan out. But I think um, it's like, it's been like a lot of small things that perhaps you've just been putting on the back burner because you thought, okay, I'll just ride the wave, I'll see what happens. But now I think it's kind of bothering you. So I'm going to pull a few clarifiers before we pull more cards for the spread. What is this Nine of Swords? Let me look at the Nine of Swords. What's the Nine of Swords? The Ace of Cups, the Lovers. Okay. Wow, the Ace of Swords. The Hanged Man. Okay, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit Team. They've just given me a very quick download. That actually this anxiety is not about the partnership that you're currently in, but I think you are okay. Wow, that's very specific. So obviously will not resonate with everybody watching, but I think a lot of you are pondering about another connection, whether you could have a brand new beginning somewhere else, or you have a choice in love that's become very apparent to you suddenly. Like there's this razor sharp clarity coming in. Maybe you've received news from somebody from your past, or just, somebody brand new, and it's making you kind of think about the choice in love. Because with the Ace of Cups, the Lovers in between, and the Ace of Swords, I think you're thinking about, where should I continue to invest and where do I need to pull my energy away from? Okay, Capricorn, I'd love to know in the comment section below if this is resonating. Wow, okay. I did not expect that, I really did not see that one coming, but some of you are conflicted about who to be with. I have a feeling that I'm connecting with Capricorn energy that still has some unfinished business somewhere else. And the lack of balance in your current situation, whosoever you're with, is making you either compare how your connection was with someone else and making you wonder whether there is still something there with somebody from the past, or maybe you've recently met someone else and now you're kind of like conflicted whether you've invested in the right place or not when it comes to love, and whether you should pull away and invest somewhere else. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So don't shoot the messenger, but I'm just reading cards. I'm just reading the energies that I can see, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's look at energies that you'll experience when it comes to your love life in the month of September 2023. That's what's making you anxious. Yeah. Six of Wands. Okay. Nice. Fool. Okay. The Three of Wands. Okay. Capricorn. I gotta say, you have the Death Rebirth card, which is Scorpio energy at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are taking a leap of faith. Some of you are taking a leap of faith in love on something that you've been waiting on. And I think you will find success and victory here. Now, I know um, before we start to jump to conclusions, I do think that some of you will decide to have that new beginning with somebody that you feel you have some unfinished business with. Because there's a reason why the Ace of Cups and the Lovers and the Ace of Swords kind of came up. So I think either you've received some news directly from the person on your mind, or you've heard something about somebody that you have some history with. And that has started to make you think in the recent past whether whether you've actually closed out a cycle or not with somebody from the past, or maybe there is still some work to be done in fully releasing something. But I think on the contrary, what ends up happening in September is that you actually get inspired to take that leap of faith towards that person. Now, that's not going to resonate with every single one of you watching. Obviously, this is a general reading, but that's what I'm picking up on, because you want success in this connection, in this whatever unfinished business thing it is. And this is something that, I mean, you can lie to the whole world, Capricorn, but I think some of you who are connecting with this reading, you know that you've kind of deep down been waiting for this. I don't know if we'll see when we pull out the future energy cards, but I think what you're showing me through these cards is you're also not sure whether it's going to work out or not, but something in you just needs to have this outlet, needs to have this brand new beginning with somebody that you still feel very connected to. And that's just how life is, right, Capricorn? You can think very logically, and you're such a logical, rational kind of sign, right? You think through things, you're ruled by Saturn. But I think it happens to the best of us, right? And there's nothing wrong in letting your emotions come into the decision-making process as well. I have a feeling that for the longest time, you've been very rational and objective about whatever the situation is that still is on your mind. And in the month of September 2023, I'm seeing some of you just let go of that rationality, that objectivity, and just dive right into this brand new beginning with someone with the Fool card. Literally just jump off and take that leap of faith, because you're very sure something in you is telling you that you're going to be successful in love with that person. And this is something that you've been waiting on, or this is also could be somebody who lives at a distance, or there's been some emotional or physical distance between you, but there's still that intuitive tie between the two of you. And I have a feeling that your person thinks about you as well. Let me look at the Fool, please. Show me more on the Fool. The Three of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Okay, I think some of you, even though you will feel confused, even though your mind will go in 10,000 different directions, you will just decide to emulate the energy of the Page of Wands, which is very playful, risk-taking. Let me just go with it. Let me just see what happens kind of energy. I think you're just unleashed in the month of September, where you're you know what? Fine, maybe it won't work out, and you have your doubts and confusion about whether this can work, whether you can be a team again, whether you can partner up with this person once again. But I think this time around, the emotion or the intuitive connection is so strong that you're telling me through the cards that it's almost as if you don't have a choice. You just have to do it. Sometimes you come up against moments in your life where even though your rational brain is telling you, look, this is probably not going to work out, or there's a reason why things didn't work out previously. But then, as humans, we obviously have to always remember that we're a mix of our cognition and our emotions. And sometimes when we keep stuffing our emotions down and we keep letting the brain take over our heart, we can only do it for so long, right? Because then we're not showing up in our most authentic self, because ultimately we are made up of both heart and our minds, right? I think in September 2023, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you see this, um, you just can't ignore it anymore. And I think some part of you is just going to be, wow, I see the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Um, it's going to be screaming at you to take a leap of faith and just dive right in. And kudos, Capricorn, because it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to, you know, clear out all the noise in your head and just be like, I'm going to go for it and I'm going to see what happens and I'm going to take a leap of faith. And obviously, like it's not that suddenly you start getting these feelings. I'm a huge believer that your environment or your spirit team or the universe, whatever you consider like your higher sort of power or your higher self, if you believe in that, creates the circumstances which sends us the signals or the messages out of nowhere. That's how I'm seeing it. Like you can't help it, Capricorn. The Four of Wands, this is somebody maybe you were married to in the past, or this is somebody that you really thought that you were going to get married to one day. Let me see what's behind the Four of Wands. So we've got the Three of Wands once again, something you've been waiting on. So you see the progression, right? From the Three to the Four of Wands. Let's see what's underneath the Three of Wands. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is like, when you love as if you've never been hurt before, maybe you put everything into this connection. Now, it could be, since this is a general reading and the energies are getting sort of mishmash, maybe the person that you're with right now is the person that you gave it your all into. And maybe this choice is more about this connection. But I think for a lot of you, you're thinking about somebody that you've had a cycle in love with. And you want a brand new beginning with them. You want to offer that cup of love somewhere. You're done with the conflict. Could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Want to take that leap of faith again, the Fool card. This is amazing, Capricorn. I know it'll probably make you feel a little bit uncomfortable because obviously it's not easy, especially if you're in an existing connection and something's not working out and there's an opportunity to restart a cycle with somebody that you have significant amount of history with. Yep, I empathize with you, Capricorn. Not an easy position to be in, but also not a bad problem to have, I would say. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section how you see this. Let's see what are the energies that you can expect in the near future when it comes to your romantic love life. 3 cards, please. Okay, you've got the Moon, you've got the Four of Wands once again. I was kind of expecting to see the Moon because when I was saying that it's this very strong, intuitive tie between you and this person, I kept seeing the Moon card. I probably should have called it, but I didn't. We've got the Page of Swords. Let's pull out one more. Yeah, Two of Wands. This is a big decision for you. You're coming up against a big decision of, again, I think Capricorn, one part of you is like, should I just pick something which is very stable, very reliable? I know what outcome will come out of, going down path A, or should I go down path B, where my heart and my emotion is kind of like propelling me towards, but I'm not really sure what will happen. So I think you have a bit of a toss up between taking a very objective, rational, safe decision versus just going right into what your heart and soul is asking you to do. Wow, very deep, I must say. You've got the King of Pentacles, could be very well your energy. You're also thinking about your long-term stability as well. And I think a lot of you perhaps want to get married, want to settle down, want to live with your partner. You're at that stage where you really want something stable. But the irony of the whole thing is that you want a very stable connection, stable partnership. But I think what you realized is that life cannot be led only through, like the objective part of it. I think you're starting to realize that you've not given your emotions like enough share of voice in your head. And it's time for your emotions to kind of guide you this time around when it comes to love. Let's clarify the Moon. Why is the Moon here? Let's clarify the Moon. Okay, High Priestess. Wow, that's pretty much Moon energy showing up once again. Listen to your gut, Capricorn, and I think you will in the near future. Your gut has some messages for you. That's what's going to help you make this decision. Yep, the World card. And you are going to be very successful in closing out a big cycle in your love life and opening up a new one. And there is something that you're going to close the door on. But I think, oh my God, just when I said that, we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which pretty much is about moving on from something that doesn't work for you, But I always see the Eight of Cups as a positive card because you're walking towards the Nine of Cups, which is a major wish fulfillment. And it's a major sort of coming together, coming into your own, like getting very comfortable in your own skin and standing up for the things that really, really like stir your soul. Um, Look, I mean, I know it's a slightly tricky reading because there's lots happening, but the outcome is amazing. And I think anytime you take a bet on yourself and you take a bet on what this High Priestess combined with the Moon card is trying to tell you, there's something that you know intuitively. Okay. And I think towards the end of September, early October, you are going to take that punt. You are going to take that decision to go with your heart and take that leap of faith. And I think it'll be a good decision for you. It is going to bring you closer to stability and you'll be very successful in whatever you decide to act on. I think you'll do it with grace and you'll do it in a way that, doesn't harm anyone. Like that's what I'm picking up on intuitively, that you'll take a very wise, sort of well-rounded decision, which will uphold your interests and your emotional needs as well. But at the same time, you will be doing right by other people involved as well. Okay. And that's very Capricorn kind of energy, I would think. Let's look at the romance angels. What do you have for Capricorn? And then actually, I'm going to go into this person's energy. Let's look at their thoughts, feelings, and desired outcome with you. So I think that'll be interesting and hopefully helpful for you as well to see. But let's just look at our romance angels and see strongest messages for the sign of Capricorn for the month of September 2023 when it comes to romantic love. Okay. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Clearly, I could sense that. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I think a lot of you, maybe in the recent past, this has been the challenge where, this connection that still pulls at you. I think maybe you try to rush things or the other person tried to rush things. Sometimes you're in these connections where they're so strong that you just kind of want to do everything very quickly. Like the pace is super fast. And sometimes that can work. And sometimes, it can surface a lot of things that need healing within us, right? So I think there's an invitation from your spirit team to just be in the moment and take it one step at a time. Like I think even when you're watching this reading, if looking at the future energies or present energies kind of overwhelming you, I would say, like maybe consider watching this reading once again when you're in September. Like take it one piece at a time is what I'm getting from spirit here. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Ooh, interesting. And you've got flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. See, there is this element of somebody from the past. Some of you will choose to release this energy. Some of you will choose to take that leap of faith and dive right in and be like, well, let's see what happens. While for some of you, maybe, I don't know, because like time is so fluid and maybe this is somebody from your deep past, not like your immediate ex. But there's still some unfinished business. So there's an element of the past showing up quite a bit, okay, in your love life in the month of September 2023. And obviously it'll resonate in different ways with everyone watching. And it's up to you how and what you want to make of it. But there is an opportunity for a brand new cycle with somebody that somebody that you already know, somebody that you feel connected to at a very soul intuitive sort of level. I'm going to dive into this person's energy. Let me see what are their thoughts. So this person that you feel very connected to. So for some of you, this could be the person that you're with. This could be the person from your past, or you'll just know, right? I think if you're with me so far in the reading, then you have a very good idea as to who this person is. So what are their thoughts on this connection? Queen of Pentacles, really nice. What are their feelings for you, Capricorn? Five of Cups. Yep. See that sense of regret, that sense of loss. What is the outcome that this person desires with you? Page of Pentacles. They want to talk. Oh my God, you've got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a strong soulmate connection. This is somebody that you felt was your person. Like you were going to end up with this person. You're going to get married, have a family with this person, if that's what you so desire. You have this, they also have this sense of loss. They have this sense of like a missed opportunity with you. When they think about this connection, they think about like settling down. And the Queen of Pentacles for me is the married queen of the tarot. So maybe, I don't know if you were previously married to this person, but they think a lot about that long-term commitment or they want to be in that long-term commitment, but they'd like to start small, obviously, because I think maybe things haven't worked out and I don't know what the specifics of your situation are, but essentially this person just wants to restart, like open up lines of communication, have a conversation with you and really offer you their pentacle so that one day you can build towards the Queen of Pentacles. So clearly, I think you've got some news coming your way. Let me get you some advice. What is your advice for Capricorn? What is your advice for Capricorn when it comes to romantic love for the month of September 2023? The Fool. Okay, well, Spirit wants you to take that leap of faith. We've got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. I think you have a massive change coming in your love life. You don't see this coming at all, Capricorn. Maybe a little bit you do now that you watched the reading. There's a Queen of Cups underneath. There's somebody that you always saw your 10 of Pentacles with. 10 of Pentacles is like the family card, like building a home with someone, building a family with someone. There is somebody in your life that you always thought you were going to end up with, that you were going to have this happily ever after with. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a shakeup in that particular energy, right? Two of Wands, there's a decision coming your way. Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning. You're getting messages super fast. Someone's coming towards you super fast, or they'll like send you a message, or they'll email you, or pick up the phone on you, something of that sort. You are going to hear from this person. Or maybe you already have, because you also got the Ace of Swords in the recent past. So some of you have already heard from this person, and that has sort of stirred up a lot of these feelings, a lot of these questions in your head as to how you'd like to approach it. So I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. Hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, please do hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Take care. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.